Alright, so here it is. My new 77 El Camino. This is going to be my new project car. My first project car, technically. I've been wanting one of these for a while. That's the original bench seat in the back right there. I am not putting that back in. I'm going to replace it. Today, I'll be removing all the old weather stripping remnants. And hopefully I'll be installing the new weather stripping tonight. I've already gone through and ripped out all the carpet and insulation that used to be in here. I've already ordered new. I'm gonna go through and finish cleaning all this out, all this old adhesive and insulation and shit. And once my new carpet gets in, I'll be installing that. I'm going to be completely replacing the console and all that good stuff. I am replacing the headliner, and that's already ordered, as well as the new sun visors to match it. Rear curtain, that's coming in. There's a possibility I may be adding a second cubby on the other side. From what I can see, I've got the space for it back there, but I don't know for sure. I may also be building a custom box for the cubbies. I will be building a door for the fronts of them so I can put locks on it, so that I can store shit in here. I want to get a fiberglass tonneau cover, but I'm having a hell of a time trying to find one that fits a 77. You can find it up to 76 and from 78 on, but I can't find a 77, and that pisses me off. The tailgate has already been made solid so that it won't come down. That was done before I bought it. I don't know if I'm going to go back and fix it so that it can come down or not, because I kind of like the idea of it being both ways. So I don't know. The bed is actually in really good shape. You can see they had put some bed liner in it, and it was obviously done by hand and everything, but I mean, it worked. There's no rust in the bed. Well, actually I take that back. There might be some right there. The body itself though is pretty rust free, except for this one spot over here, and then there's a little bit around where the weather stripping goes inside of the doors. Yeah, eventually I want to sink in the license plate cubby area, whatever the fuck that's called. I do want to sink that in, but I'm thinking about making it like slanted on the side here, but I don't know, because I think I'm just going to leave it centered and just sink it in. I'm going to leave the rims on it that it's got, because they're not too bad. I may paint them though when I paint the rest of the car. Yeah, but I'm gonna be putting 245 60 15s. They're 15s or 16s. I think they're 16s. But yeah, I'll be putting 245 60s on the back and 225 60s on the front. It's gonna be like $500 for the wheels, and that's for, you know, like budget ones. But it'll do. Let's see, I'll pop the hood real quick. I'm gonna be redoing all the brakes, rotors, and drums, shoes, all that good shit here before too long. I'm thinking about replacing the goddamn, hold on. Yeah, I've got to replace the hinges. This one over here is pretty bad. You gotta like angle it as you put it down and pull it up, or else you're gonna fucking torque that out. It runs beautifully, actually. I just need to put a good battery in it, because the battery in it's shot, but I got to replace the choke on the carburetor because the previous owners removed it. And I mean, I can drive it without it, but I'd much rather have a choke in it so I don't have to worry about babying it. I have to replace the driver's side wiper arm because that's just completely gone. The motor does spin whenever you turn the wipers on. It does move. So once I get the arm on there, it's fine. I don't have to worry about any other repairs with that. Replace the wiper blades. Probably going to be replacing the hood, but I don't know for sure yet. It's not a decision I've made. I am thinking about changing the front end with like the front end of a Super Sport. Make it look a little bit less blocky, a little bit sexier. But yeah, when I paint it, I'm going to be painting it black and blue, I believe. It's either that or black and green. I think black and green probably looks better on on imports than muscle cars. I think that's the antenna hole. I'm just saying. I just noticed that. I want to replace the mirrors with ones that are slightly larger. I drive a fucking truck, that big ass one back there, and I'm used to a lot larger mirrors than what's in here. You can see this side actually still has its weather stripping on it, where the other side it's just completely gone. There's a better look at the bed. Yeah, I need to measure that seat because I found a seat online for a Malibu that looks exactly like it, but I don't know if they're the same. I gotta measure it, see if it'll fit, because I'd like to order it because it's the cheapest option I found. But if it's not the right size, I don't want to have to worry about trying to get it fit in. If you noticed, when I was over on this side, the only tire that's actually aired up is the one up here, and that's not the tire for this. That goes to my brother-in-law's car that's in the garage, but that's the fourth tire for this. So I do have the full set of rims. But yeah, once I get the weather stripping in, I'll be going through and sanding out the rest of this rust. I actually sanded that. That looks so much better than it did like a week ago that it's not even funny. But I still got a lot. I gotta get all that adhesive off and shit, and then go through and really clean it all. That way I can prime it. The previous owner has actually already put in some custom gauges for the oil, water, and battery, but I'm going to be replacing those. I'm actually going to make a custom dash up here. I just don't know if I'm going to put everything across in the dash where it already sits, or if I'm going to place them somewhere else. I don't know that until I actually get the seat in here and see how I sit, and then I'll design the dash based on that so that everything can be seen really easily. Yeah, I have the plates for these. I just have them open so that's easy to sweep all the shit out that I grind off and that, and then just make things easier to clean up. The dash is going to be the most fun to do, but I found the dash cover and all the gauges that I want and everything. I'm going to be replacing the steering wheel. I found one that I like, and it's going to be about $300 to redo the steering wheel because I'm also doing a quick release on it, just as like an anti-theft measure. I think I'm going to keep the original doors, like the insides. Just going to go through and repaint them because that paint kind of just rubs off. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work, and it's going to be a nice, fun, long project for me and my dad, but I mean, that was the purpose of it. for it to be a project. Just also something that I'm really proud of and really like having. So I'm gonna need to redo the switches and stuff. This motherfucker has power lights and lights. Yeah, it's got power locks and windows, and that's fucking awesome. I didn't expect it at all, but when I seen it, I was pretty happy. So the only thing about changing the mirrors out is I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this to work properly with it. I mean, I've never done it, so I don't know if it's something I can just plug it in and it'll work, or what. I don't know. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of work. But you know, I'm gonna try to get it on the road by the end of April, beginning of May. Me and my girl's anniversary is May 15th, so it'd be cool to have it on the road by then, so that we could go do something for our anniversary in my El Camino. So, I don't know. It'd just be cool. But luckily all the windows are good. None of the windows are scratched or cracked or like any of that shit, which is very nice. You don't have to worry about replacing any of that. You know, it's in pretty decent shape, especially for the price that I paid. I paid $700 for it, so I mean that was a fucking steal in my opinion. It's got new fucking distributor cap, rotor, new wires. That engine was put in, I think, like a year ago, something like that. Same with the transmission. So, I mean, yeah. It would be nice to switch over to injection, but I'm only going to do that if I can't get the carburetor taken care of. Just because I don't want to have to deal with all that overhaul yet. I'd like to be able to drive it for a while, and then I don't mind parking it here and there to do different things to it. So eventually I think that I want to put butterfly doors on it, just because I like the way that it looks and I like the idea of it, but I don't know yet. That's definitely way down the line. So, but there it is. Another shot from the front real quick of everything all opened up. So there it is. 1977 Chevy El Camino.